Okay. So now that we're done with that, now that we're properly hydrated, where do we go? So I think we just cleared out this whole area. Yeah.
Yeah, I believe you were able to redirect the water.
Yeah, I got all the treasure.
Open up new passages.
So we want to go in here or over here?
Well, whichever way is accessible.
The answer is yes. Looks like that door on the right probably doesn't open up, so I guess we head here next. I got one of your hairs on my arm.
Yeah, my hair gets everywhere.
It's a problem. Okay.
I think it's down to my waist now. I'll probably have to get it trimmed.
Yeah.
For split ends and whatnot. Do you know what? I wonder when long hair fell out of favor amongst men. Like when it came to typical styles. Because, I mean, look at war and look at death. They both have... What's going on?
Okay. Well, I stopped the recording because, I don't know.
I should just put that in the other room.
Yeah, you should.
Because I don't know why I even brought it out here.
I just keep my phone permanently on silent mode. I'm like, I don't want to deal with people calling me. Huh. Here, shall respond when you're near the mic. They really are not sensitive enough to pick you up. Okay.
I've actually noticed that the way you have the mic set up, they're not sensitive enough, so when I'm talking in D&D, sometimes things are cutting out.
Well, it's so the
so that the air doesn't get caught.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I hate how half the numbers that call you are who knows what.
Pure spam?
Yep.
I'm not actually sure if I can open this up yet.
You mean the water?
Yeah. It looks like I'm supposed to get water in here.
What's that symbol across the way?
I think that's for the boss. I'm gonna come back to this one. It feels like we're not supposed to go there yet, maybe. Because I think we're supposed to get water coming in on both sides, maybe? Mm-hmm. Yeah, what phones do we have?
Motorola's.
Yeah. Relatively cheapo smartphones. I think I got a Moto X. Like, truly, phones are not our focus.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, also, I have cousins where all of them have iPhones, and then they always replace them with iPhones in a matter of a couple years, so it's like, what? Those things are expensive. How are you cycling through them so fast?
I know people that would be like, ooh, new iPhone model, must have, and I'm like, how?
You
how
just
do you
bought the
that?
other one last year. Why?
Yeah.
What? I don't get it.
Okay, there's got to be something I'm missing here. Because that's filled the lower area with water.
Yes. Oh, so what's...
Oh.
So did you go to the antechamber around? Or are you going to be able to swim down?
Yeah, we're supposed to get down there. Not here. That was weird. I think we're actually supposed to get down here, because there's this.
Uh-huh.
Because we originally couldn't get to whatever was on the other side of this yet.
Because the water wasn't flowing, or because you needed water in order to potentially swim up?
I think we needed water to get up to the chamber.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's like an unclimbable something or other, or...
Yeah.
Maybe we just never checked it out?
Well, oh, yep,
Yeah.
there's a token. Okay,
I'm just
let's...
gonna hoard those.
Let's take a look around. So...
Yeah,
I mean,
there it
that's the
is.
climbing
Yeah,
wall.
we weren't able to reach this originally. Oof. Those shadows do not look good on this.
Mm-mm.
I mean, we're stuck with it because performance is more important. Performance is more important than,
An error has occurred.
Huh!
What?
That's a new one.
So much for performance.
Wow, that could not have come at a better time. Like that, yeah, speaking of performance, that timing, holy crap. I mean, we saved right before that, so it's not much to worry about, but like, huh. Alright.
Isn't it funny how sort of hopeful yet morose that music was? The dun 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 dun
Oh, yeah,
This is the tale thus far.
Oh.
The cauldron was cold, but the horsemen rekindled its fire. And in the hearts of the makers, an ember of hope was born. Hope for life, and for what lies beneath the earth.
I like those little story snippets. Okay.
I feel like my job is kind of endlessly working in such a way to make me eat, eat my words, I guess, is the proper phrase. You know, if I will say something, it will immediately spite me, just because it can.
Yep. So you were dismayed about the quality of the shadows, but we couldn't play the PC version.
Yeah, the PC version, more or less, the frame rate would tank whenever I started talking to anybody.
Also in the midst of combat, so...
no, I fixed that.
Oh,
but I couldn't fix the cutscenes. And it
the
was kind of
cutscenes that aren't even cutscenes.
Yeah, the, like, just standing around and talking to a person thing. It's like,
It crashes again as you try going...
Well, if that happens, then...
Okay, you look good.
Yeah. No, I think we're fine. I think it was just, like, a totally random...
You stepped on the wrong crack.
Totally random issue. And the next question is...
Oh, yeah, you get to that. Over there. Probably.
You wanna climb up? Okay.
Oh, no,
Oh, yeah,
you
I see.
Get onto that.
Okay. Oh, camera angles. Okay, here we go.
Yep. Let's get around to that climbing vine. And you're
I
all
like
set.
the climbing vines. Like, they're nicely painted for a texture. I mean, I guess if you look at them too low... Oh. He was like... Oh.
Okay.
This is the death mating call. It's silent, but he's vibrating his thorax to attract a mate. Okay.
Oh, there's
Boss fight,
something.
yeah.
Is it a... What kind of creature is that?
It's like a big gorilla thing, I think.
Maybe.
Yeah.
We'll have to see.
I don't really remember. I really wish, in Darksiders 1, you were invincible while you were,
Performing those
were using your specials. Yeah, I kind of miss that.
Yeah, I miss the souls instead of coins. I miss, yeah, the fun finishing moves that you'd perform with like a bee or whatever your key was.
Yeah, we don't get to do a whole lot of finishers here, and it's weird.
I miss the articulated cutscenes.
Yeah. Oh well, I mean, like, ultimately the gameplay and the platforming just feels so much better, so like, it doesn't bug me too much.
We'll have to see how the story goes.
If I remember right, this one had more interesting lore, because like there's actually world building.
Yeah, well, we'll have to see. Because I suppose Darksiders 1 was definitely more character-centric and like the relations between the characters and whatnot. Oh yeah, it's another one of those pangolin-like creatures.
Yeah. Yeah, the savage stalkers. We fought a couple of these guys at this point, so I'm not exactly going to say that I'm not used to fighting them. I'm just gonna send out my little birdie minions to kill them instead. I think I'm gonna keep buffing those guys. They're actually really good.
So, aside from waiting for the apocalypse, what do the Nephilim do throughout eternity? I mean, this?
Well, there's not many Nephilim left.
Right. But I'm just saying, I mean, Death's clearly doing this in order to clear War's name, but what were they doing with their, you know, untold centuries of time?
I mean, what was anybody? What does heaven do in this universe? What do the demons do?
Well, it depends. Like, when they created humanity and they said that the demons and the angels had to sort of step aside and let humanity take its course, what year was that in human evolution? Was that like the start of civilization?
It looked like an Adam and Eve situation, so...
Because I'm almost wondering if it was, oh, humans are starting to become civilized and they, like, how, they must have intervened in some respect in order for humans to have the mythology and the lore behind this.
Yeah.
But at the same time, they sort of seem to depict them as very hands-off and not at all involved. So, I don't know which one is it.
Here, we're gonna play Darksiders 3. No, we're just stopping after this one.
Of course we're gonna play Darksiders 3. That's why we're doing this series. Finish the first, on to the
I always
second.
get really confused when people ask me that. Like, I'm not even trying to be, like, rude. I'm just like, it's just an odd question to ask. It's like asking, a car salesman if he's gonna sell cars today. I mean, I guess we're not going to play Darksiders 3 today. That'd be,
when it comes out, which is in a
that'd be
couple months.
asking a bit much.
Reaper form.
There we go.
The
Oh, we must have just leveled up.
The unstoppable Reaper form allows Death to inflict and sustain huge amounts of damage. Kill enemies with Reaper attacks to gather Reaper energy.
I don't remember what button we have to press for that.
It's probably your special, sort of like the demon form.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Key. Okay, L1, R2. Let's see. Nothing in there.
Can you scale something
Oh.
to get up there?
Yeah. Nope.
You can't jump up from that?
Not there. So probably we do scale... maybe not?
I mean, there's that, but that's too high.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, we're supposed to jump that one.
So maybe you go up and around and over?
Oh, here we go.
Aha.
Unfortunately, because everything's all corrupted, it's this, like, kind of... It's got this, like, gray filter on it that looks... kind of really
I think
bad.
you're supposed to... Whoa. Yeah. Book of the Dead page.
Yeah, and I think,
Oh, that's your crow.
yeah.
Never mind.
I think, actually, to get the other stuff, we have to come back later.
Well, I was wondering, why didn't you go off to the left? Like, up and over to the left.
Well, that's where we came from.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But then I was just like, wait a second, what if I fling myself over here and there's a Book of the Dead page? So. There we go. Yeah, because, if you notice, there's like a...
Oh, there's the lever.
Yeah, lever over
and-
there. We
Well,
need a
hey,
key for
boss
this, though.
key.
So we'll come back for that as soon as we get the water going.
Eat this.
I do kind of wish we
Key.
could actually, like, use one of those keys as a weapon. Like, it looks like you could clunk somebody
But
with
then,
that.
then it would be Kingdom Hearts and...
I know. Like, I want, like...
want more key warriors.
No, I just want, little references here and there. References make me happy, especially when they're, like, kind of tongue-in-cheek. Not just like, ho-ho, it's like this. It's like, you know, a Keyblade in, like, one of these games where it's just, like, completely useless. Like, maybe is kind of an okay weapon. I guess the easiest example I can think of is, Wert's leg in Diablo 2. I guess you never played enough Diablo 2 to really know what Wert's leg is. So Wert was a character in Diablo 1. He was a kid, I think. He was like a really, really like snide kid. He was kind of rude.
I could fight monsters all on my own. You heroes. Was he like that?
Kinda. I think it was just generally dismissive of the main character. I don't really remember too much.
Okay.
But he sold highly overpriced like gambling items, if I remember right. And he had a peg leg.
Huh.
And so...
So wait, you actually encounter his severed leg later in the game?
Yeah, so the plot for Diablo 1 is you're some hero more or less investigating, you know, this church has gone way off the deep end. And you have to go investigate.
Summoning demons.
Yeah, effectively, that's exactly what it is. You know, maybe the king went missing in there, or I don't really remember the original plot hook. It's been, you know, like, decades since I played Diablo 1. But so the end of it, canonically, the warrior character, ends up getting losing his mind and his soul to Diablo himself.
Oh.
And becoming one of Diablo's, well, effectively host to Diablo.
Yeah, because doesn't Diablo always have to have a host, it seems, in order to be revived?
To live on, well, yeah. I think he originally had a living body, but because his living body got killed, he just possessed his killer. We gotta get a rock. Where was the rock?
Probably up and around. But are the crystals in the way, or can you jump through them?
Yeah, no, I can't jump through that.
Well, hey, what's that yellow rock?
That's for exploding. Oh, he jams the soul gem into his own head to contain Diablo. That's what it was.
Ah.
Which is stupid.
Well, if you can make him mortal, then you can kill him, kind of deal, right?
Yeah, that doesn't really happen. Instead, what happens is he effectively just hands his body to Diablo, and Diablo is just like, okay then, and like walks off to go resurrect himself. And so Diablo 2 is you have to follow Diablo around.
In the warrior body?
Yeah, who's in the warrior's body. And more or less you have to, kind of clean up after him, you know, take out all the associated demons and whatnot.
I didn't get that far. I think I had started playing it at your house and I was like the assassin.
Yeah. We played through, I think, Act 1 and 2, with my brother and dad. But so you have to, like, follow in his wake and kill all the demons he's leaving behind, and you're kind of, like, always one step behind him.
Well, as is often the case when you're pursuing anyone.
Yep. And so,
oh,
yep.
chest.
So eventually you have to kill kind of a resurrected Diablo in hell itself. And, oh, right.
Are you gonna have to do the time, like, smash thing?
No.
No? Okay. Ah!
I can just roll things. But yeah, so the Diablo's first act, effectively, in the warrior's body, is to effectively burn down the town just outside of, burn down the town of Tristram and kill everybody inside, and like put Deckard Cain in a cage and some other stuff. And so you find Wart's leg just there, and I guess I wouldn't exactly say it's an Easter egg necessarily, but it was kind of a neat thing to find.
Now, do you just hit it off the pedestal in order to send yourself back up?
Probably.
Were you just gonna bring a bomb along?
Well, I gotta bring a bomb along. I think. I gotta use a bomb to knock the ball off.
Oh yeah, of course.
Because I don't think I can dislodge it any other way. Oh.
You left it behind.
I guess I did.
Oh, is it embedded in the? Okay,
I got it.
Thank goodness.
But yeah, so the other thing with Wart's leg is you can use it with like a Tome of Town portal, to teleport you to the secret cow level.
Are they fire-breathing cows?
No. They're just cows with, halberds.
How do the cows have halberds? Do they have it in their mouths?
No, they're walking on two legs.
What?
Yeah.
Gross.
Yeah, and then you have to fight the Cow King. And if you kill him, you get, like, a stupid amount of loot.
The Cow King.
Yep. Okay, I should probably head for that nest. I should have done this near the nest.
I suppose cows are collectively called cows, regardless of gender, but then bulls are specifically male cows. And cows are definitely different from oxen.
Yeah.
That are different from bison. That are different from buffalo.
There's a lot of bovine
bison
variants.
and buffalo, but there's also water buffalo. So that's another type of buffalo. I don't know. I always associated buffalo with, you know, the bovine creatures that had the very, you know, sloped noses and foreheads. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you can sort of see that with, maybe not with musk oxen. I don't know.
You can see it with a lot of them. But yeah, so the whole cow level thing, I think, came from, like, rumors about there being a cow level in...
So they decided just to add it to humor them?
Yeah, and it was, like, this big thing for a while. Where you know, there's no cow level. What are you talking about?
Wait, is that what the reference is? There is no cow level?
I believe so, yes.
What game did we see that in most recently? Was it the Full Metal Furies or something that said there was no cow level?
There is no cow level.
Yeah.
There are rumors that clicking repeatedly on the corpse of a specific cow would open up a secret level. Here.
Well, I suppose it's in probably a number of games.
Yeah, so there's a bunch of things. And it's kind of a nice running joke. And and I think like a number of other games have latched onto it too,
Whoa,
especially
did the water cut out?
Yes.
Whoa.
Yeah. This
Whoa.
I love this game. I love both. I cannot deny that this one isn't the jankier product by a significant margin. But yeah, so the no cow level thing is actually like a super common reference now.
Oh no, did you miss it?
I don't think I'm supposed to actually get up to it that way.
Well, now that the water is higher.
Yeah, like I'm actually I think I'm supposed to go over here to get to it. Yeah. Because now I can just climb right up this.
Oh yeah, this was the place that you were trying to climb earlier.
Yep. Let's see.
Probably around here. Oh.
Or he won't wall. Oh.
Well, you notice the like worn part of the wall? Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, but it's awkward to do because I effectively have to jump at an angle towards the wall.
Mm-hmm.
Go.
There
But
you
if
go.
I do it wrong, I do dumb things.
Oh wait, was that a pine cone? Just turn around. Oh.
Yeah, there's that, but I gotta
okay.
pull the lever first.
No, so it's not the special ore. We should probably be on the lookout. Is there special ore?
I think those are only out in the world.
It's only out in the greater world. Okay.
And yeah, there we go. I noticed the circle interact button is not very responsive in this game, which kind of sucks. Okay.
Okay, and then there's that. Can you jump out to it properly?
Might actually be easier to just jump to it. There it goes.
Yeah, okay. I never liked it in collectathon games when it had a very, very specific tight, what would you call it? A specific box around it, and you had to be very precise with your jumps.
Hitbox?
Yeah, the hitbox.
Yeah. I like games when they have either really, really precise hitboxes or really, really forgiving ones. I never really enjoy a game where the hitbox is just kind of awkward. Have we go through that door at the end? Maybe we didn't. We're gonna go double check.
Did you have access to that door? Maybe you just went right past it because you were too busy looking at everything else.
Yeah, possibly. Or we were supposed to go through it. I have no idea.
Well, let's see.
Because, yeah, I just see that door there, and I'm like, huh. I don't know. But, yeah, oh, yeah, I most definitely went through that door.
Oh, did that just go into the next area?
No. But that was how that was how I turned the water on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It just doesn't allow you to go back.
Yeah. I think I can go back. It's just, for whatever reason, it's just not on the map.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really know why. Oh. Yeah, there's no sprint button. I kind of wish in games they'd have, like, a out-of-combat movement speed that was, like, 25% faster.
Mm-hmm. That's what your horse form is kind of.
Yeah,
for.
kinda.
But you can't use that in dungeons. Especially
Yeah.
when the dungeons are... I'm used to dungeons being a lot more compact.
This one's pretty big. Yeah, they definitely went scaled up the game. which I kind of enjoy. It really does feel like a world as opposed to anything else. Anyway, now we can get through here and fight the boss. So, so one of the things with the there's no cow level joke reference is most ex-Blizzard developers will put that in their games. And so for years, you know, whenever you'd hear, like, this was made by Blizzard veterans, you know, people that worked at Blizzard. Now that's like a common tag for almost every single game that I ever see made. Like, some up-and-coming studio comprised of ex-Blizzard members and ex, you know...
Well, I suppose it's kind of like saying, what are your credentials? Like, why should people care that you guys made this game? And it's like, oh, but we used to work on other said popular game. It's sort of like how they always do James Cameron, the director of Aliens and the Titanic.
Yeah.
Like, you know, it's sort of...
No, I totally get that. It's just, it throws me off a little bit. You know, back in the day when like Torchlight was first coming out, everybody was like, oh man, this is awesome. You know, some old some old Blizzard devs are making a new, like, Diablo clone.
It's sort of... they did that with Disney movies, too. Whenever you saw Disney theatrical trailers back in the day before VHSs, it's like, from the makers that brought to you The Lion King, The Hunchback of Notre Dame, and Aladdin, comes an all-new animated classic. Do you know what
Yeah, but now it's just meaningless because everybody is Disney, and everybody seems to have worked at Blizzard at some point. Okay, I think we're good there. I'm just trying to see if there's anything better. Strength and Arcane, no. Oh, EXP bonus. Or extra damage. Let's just go extra damage. If I need to grind, I'll grind elsewhere. Yeah, I totally forgot about gear actually giving you an EXP bonus.
Mm-hmm. Do you know what? Now that I think about it, with streaming services and DVDs and whatnot, people don't have to endure those old trailers before the film. Or the blue screen that comes on with the static.
Yeah. Well, that's just a kids these days kind of thing.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I don't
A
remember.
big ball. A big ball. And what's up with this big ball? It doesn't look quite right. It seems like the surface has been fractured and there's something oddly less mineral underneath. Don't quite get it. Why it's all veined that way.
There it goes.
Wait, was that what came out of the ball? Or that was the ball?
No, I just had to hit it in the butt. That's actually a really
Karkinos. Oh, hey, there's more of them up. Wait a minute. So you just have to continuously set... But they become more of the critters. I knew it. I knew that wasn't just a normal ball. They really are ball bugs.
Oh. Oh, it's
Oh,
wounded.
he's on his side. You need to...
Get over there
Aww, too bad. Okay, make sure that you hit him again with the ball.
Gonna try this time.
Bug bowling. Blast boulders
Okay, I
into
think I'm just
bumbling
gonna have to...
bugs. I don't know.
I think I'm gonna have to kill these guys before I do too much. Yeah, coming for me? Thank you. Yeah, so I think there's always a bug. God, I move so slowly. There's always one bug to, come on. Roll it, roll it. There we go. Yeah, there's always one bug to, like, mess with you.
So that exposes its underbelly.
Yep. Ow.
Oof.
Okay. That's fine. Yeah, I forgot about this fight. I do kind of appreciate it though. It's a fight with a gimmick, but it's not a gimmick that felt like some of the other gimmick fights.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. The fact that the weapons that you're using against the bosses are in fact more of these bugs. Yeah, it's amusing.
I'm not a big fan of gimmick boss fights in games, but it can be done really, really well.
Okay, so... Oh, he's sending vines after you now.
Yeah, I don't remember this part. Okay, so that's just an attack phase. Ball? Ball. There we go.
I like this music. Ta-da. Oh,
Yeah,
there he is.
Oh, I sincerely don't remember the name of the guy that did the music for this game, which sucks because he's really good. I really wish I could do just like a little bit more damage to him.
Mm-hmm. Well, you're at half health. You are probably fine. You might be sending more thorns after you, though. Yep.
I mean, that's not really a problem.
That was a close one.
Yeah, well, the thing is, they home in on you, but they don't home in very well.
They probably...
Not a big deal.
Oh, hey! Did that automatically consume one of your health jars on its
No,
own?
I used one.
Oh, okay. I thought it was almost...
Probably didn't need to.
I thought it was almost like a fairy system where you just instantly chug it when you're about to pass out.
No. That would be a nice system, though that gets a little bit broken, because then you just never use healing potions ever, and it just becomes an extra health bar.
Oh, man.
Gross.
That is gross.
Masher
of Karkinos. According to legend, this hammer was recovered from the hoard of a mighty sea dragon. This weapon was wielded in savage battle at the fortress of Karkinos, and with several thunderous blows from the hammer it finally broke down the gate. Named the Masher of Karkinos, this weapon strikes critical blows more often and unleashes devastating critical strikes upon an enemy. Well, the enemy. What's up?
Oh, I just had like a itch.
Mm-hmm. Ew, and it was holding that thing in its gut? Okay.
Yum, yum, hammer snacks. But yeah, normally I hate kind of gimmick boss fights, especially in like action RPGs, because it's just like, come on, like let me just use regular mechanics to fight this thing.
Is this the final lever
wasn't
that will
half
allow
bad.
the water to go
Yep.
all the way down into the valley?
Oh, maybe that's how we get to some of those chests. It floods the area a little bit more.
The Drenched fort completed. You just...
Oh, there were drops under the crab. Crap.
Are they going to disappear?
Nah, don't look like it.
Huh.
They just kind of glow there. Any more? No, that's a bush.
Okay, so that means we've completed water and... Was the forge considered
There's
fire?
one more temple, I think.
Well, yeah, I was thinking that they said that it was like earth, fire, and water.
Yeah, I vaguely remember an area with a lot of climbing around here.
Mm-hmm.
Like a lot more than usual. And
Probably
it was like on like
that'd be...
janky wooden frameworks.
Unless they have air. I don't know.
Oops.
I was really hoping that you could do, you know, a beautiful dive into the water and just follow it all the way down to the end.
Yeah, that would have been nice. Just kind of like the shortcut out of the dungeon after you're done.
Yeah. Precisely.
You might be able to. Not entirely sure.
Was there one chest you missed all the way over there? What's up at the top? Up, up, up?
No, that's the entrance.
Oh, that's the entrance. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm not used to the
I don't think I missed
UI.
a single thing unless it's one of those singing stones. I think they're out in the world, but I could be wrong. Let's see. Overworld map, that's it. Well, if we just travel to the Drenched fort itself, we should end up at the entrance, I hope.
Mm-hmm.
What's up?
Oh, people are talking about, you know, elements, and then they were talking about love being an element, and like, what would that dungeon be filled with?
Well, I mean,
probably monsters that just want to attach
well,
themselves
we've
to your
already
face.
established that that Death searched for a mate by wiggling his tush rapidly, really his whole body. So my assumption is it would not be nearly as sexy as people are looking for. Probably. I mean, this is purely theory craft at this point. Oh, that's to get into the. Oh no. But my bet is it would be a lot of kind of weird, scraggly, misshapen women vibrating. And you know the Kadama.
What?
Well,
What?
You know, like Kadama.
Yes, I know Kadama. With,
Yeah,
with
kind of
shaking
like
their
that,
heads.
but like without the like clattery sounding stuff.
That's just
And they'd all
specific.
be negging each other. Like nobody would be nice in this place. They'd all just be like making snide comments about each other. Be awful. Be like the love dungeon full of the worst succubi.
Gross.
Yep.
Well, that would be if, like, the love dungeon was corrupted in the same manner that a lot of other dungeons were corrupted.
I was just thinking if you're trying
Instead
to
of love, it was
attract
hate.
death, you pretty much have to. You have to. I guess I would say play his game. I mean, I'm assuming succubi aren't going to try and attract death conventionally, because I don't think this guy would fall for like a buxom woman.
I don't even know, like, what kind of manner of character or creature someone like Death would ever fall for. I mean, there have been... It's a tale
Only
as
a
old as...
woman that could insult him just as much as he insults her back.
That's true. Pretty much his one mode of conducting conversations involves
Being
flinging
a complete
insults.
asshole to other people. So like,
So he needs to be baffled by
yeah,
someone that could one-up him in that regard.
the first woman that actually manages to make
To
Death
hurt his
cry
feelings.
is the is his life partner or death partner. I mean, presumably you're stuck with each other for a while, so like, it's got to be. I know there's the phrase "opposites attract," but I'm assuming no amount of opposite would be able to kind of counteract death. So you just need more. Fight fire with fire. Giant jerks with even more giant jerks.
Yeah, because it's too often in fiction you find that, oh, what is it? The cursed... You know, maybe actually there have been a number of stories where flat out death just, you know, interacts with mortals and stuff, right?
Yeah.
You've probably read a number of manga where it's like, the demon lord is actually a Bishonen.
Yeah.
And proceeds to, like,
I've
fall
read
in
some
love with
great
random
ones where,
people.
like, the Demon Lord really is just this, like, really, like, you know, buff, horrifying dude. And then there's the ones where it's, like, this really attractive dude, and I'm like, I mean, why even have him be a Demon Lord if he's just a dude with long hair that's supposedly more powerful than anybody else?
Usually
Like,
the long hair is silver.
or black.
Yeah.
It's, like, white or black, or maybe, like, real
Maybe red.
shiny gold. Okay,
Well, I mean, War has white-haired covered, and Death has black-haired covered. And yes, I'm looking forward to the fact that Fury has purple hair. Or at least it's like a plum purple magenta.
oh, good. All those treasure chests that we found out there.
Makes me wonder
I
what
hate
Stripe's
the
hair
fact that the
color is.
icons are not synced up with the map, though. That is really, really weird. Weird,
But in the majority of these stories, it's either the love interest is, you know, potentially just as powerful as they are, and sometimes also from the opposing side. So if it's a demon lord, it would be an angel, or if it was a Or you know what I'm getting at?
Yeah.
And then
I actually really like the stories where the demon lord, there's no like one demon lord and everybody's just kind of infighting. There's no like angels. It's just a bunch of demons just going at each other.
Different types of demons.
Yeah.
But then I hate it when there's always the like the cute young innocent human girl that changes his heart.
Yeah, it's
like,
dumb.
Oh gosh.
That's dumb. I don't like that. I don't like that kind of story in general. The whole like, you know, the power of love will change you, and it's like, no, nope. Power of love's going to get you disemboweled.
Okay, so what's on the left and what's on the right?
Lava on the left,
And then
water
water.
on the right,
Yeah.
and
The Maker's Forge.
they meet in the middle.
It is finished then, at long last. Death, this is a Maker's key, and you had best take it now, before I come to my senses.
You seem more likely to lose them, old one.
A problem, aye. But there is also a solution. The Guardian. Meant to be our greatest weapon, and capable of clearing the forest around the tree. But an earthquake drove us from the foundry, and now I fear something else roams within. The Guardian was never finished.
If the Guardian is your masterwork, how am I to complete him?
In the forest lies another construct, one of the few remaining who have not fallen to corruption. He is not as vast as the Guardian, but his heart is strong. Seek him out, and he will guide you to the foundry. There, you may activate the Guardian using the Maker's key.
The constructs are awakened by a key?
Aye. Constructs do not have a soul like you or I. Not until that soul is given. This key unlocks the stone and prepares it for the ebb and flow of a Maker's life force. In fact, it will bring to life most any construct you find in the realm.
And what makes you think I have a soul, old one?
Isn't that what troubles you?
How will I know when I've found this construct?
Constructs are beings of boulder and stone, animated by a Maker's life force. Most possess but a fraction of a soul, just enough to drive them and give them purpose. But through others course the whole of a Maker's being, his memories and emotions. A story half remembered. Life weighs heavy on us all. Not even stone can bear it.
If wardens can resist corruption, why not use them to cleanse your realm?
Sadly, the wardens were called when the seals were broken. The Maker's toll to be paid at the end war. This warden is all that remains.
Then the seals were broken.
So those stone dudes that we had to free.
The Guardians, yeah.
Yeah, those were the
The
wardens.
gatekeepers.
Yeah.
They were taken away.